Welcome back to Cityline. Yep, it's time to talk with, since it is Art Month, our Tacoma Studio Tour. So please join me in welcoming back Mr. Daniel Garcia. You are the Community Program Specialist for our lovely Tacoma Art Studio, and we just had you on. That's right. I walked in here and I went, wait a minute, am I sleeping? Are you still on the show?
It's just a dream.
It's great to have you
it's
back.
A dream to
it's
be
a
here.
good dream.
Yeah, indeed.
You brought with you Mr. James Junio. You are part of the Tacoma Studio Tour. You're an artist on this tour.
Correct.
And man, look at the ink on those hands.
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
fabulous. Woo! And then Feely, Tacoma Studio Tour artist as well. And you with the frames. Boy, I want to hang out at your house for a while. So gentlemen, let's get into this. First off, for Daniel, the Tacoma Studio Tour takes place on October 12th and 13th. Mark it on your calendars. This is a self-guided journey that offers a very unique experience for the public. And if they have never done this before, put on your GoPro and tell us what we can expect.
I went for the first time last year, had an
I
incredible
love
time,
this.
and I visited about 8 to 10 studios the first day, and you're really just walking into an artist's creative space. And if you've ever wanted that secret insight into that mind of an artist, it's the best way to do it. And not only you get to see amazing things, all their collections, all their paintings, all of their sculptures. It's really an incredible experience.
You get to see how they tick. You get to see what's inside, you know, John Malkovich's brain.
Exactly.
So, James, for this, does the Tacoma Studio Tour mean for you as an artist? What does it mean? And this was his first year, but this is not your first year, is it?
Last year was my first year participating
Yes.
and actually knowing about it. And I think to me, it means that we have a thriving art scene here in the city, and that it lets the public participate in that.
And this is your work we're showing.
Yes, yes. And personally, it's important for me because I am throwing, I've thrown shows before, but I'm throwing my first solo show here in Tacoma next month.
We are honored.
So if you come and visit, you'll be able to get a sneak peek of that.
Wow. So, is it important for you as you create art to think about how Tacoma inspires you? Do you walk out and go, that building, I'm going to paint?
Not in the literal sense of that building, but the city is always inspiring me. My studio's housed with Common Good Tacoma, which is just a bunch of nonprofits that their outreach in the community directly inspires my work and my purpose too.
I love that. Mr. Fee, what is your favorite studio way to begin setting to work?
Well, you got to set the scene first.
That's right.
So I light an incense, I turn on some music, the dogs go through the studio, and it's always like dark in the beginning, so I don't really turn on much overhead lights, no big lights, please. But yeah, a lot of times it's studio stuff, so
Yes.
student work is there on the shelves, and I take care of all of that before I start on my own things.
I love this. So
wow.
tell us about this.
This is a sculpture I was working on. It's new to me. I just started doing this kind of work this year, and this was over the summer. We had an amazing artist from Olympia come up, Aisha Harrison, and teach a group of us how to do human sculpture.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just want to be your fingertips and experience that, because that has got to be, talk about a mind-hand connection. Who's this little thing on the cup?
This is a little rabbit mermaid. They've been my little spirit creatures that I draw on a lot of my pottery.
I love that.
I'm gonna write a book, I think.
Oh, a book to go with it. That's perfect. Oh my God, now that is gorgeous.
I've delved into a little bit of glass working this year, and this is with Mary down in Olympia, and we did solid glass casting. So this is sculpted into plaster and then fired for
Wow.
a whole week before it's out of the kiln.
And then you're like holding your breath like an expectant parent going, did it work?
Exactly.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Daniel, can you tell us about how someone might plan their route for the studio tour? Like, did you plan yours last year?
I sure did, yeah. This year we have an incredible fold-out map. It was designed by Elizabeth Kim. We're really happy to have that. And you can pick that up at a lot of different locations, libraries, art stores, retail stores all over town. They'll be available this week. You can also check out TacomaArtsMonth.org. Go to the studio tour section, and there's a digital map there as well. So you can, and it interacts with Google Maps, so you can plan everything and know exactly when you're going to be there.
Oh, that is perfect.
Get a lunch, yeah.
There you go. So speaking of, you mentioned lunch, and everybody knows I'm all about food.
Yeah.
So what tips or hints do you have for people who want to make it the best experience possible? Because you got to put some local restaurants and coffee houses in there.
100%. Yeah, it's a day for Tacoma, 2 days for Tacoma. So make sure you support those Tacoma local businesses. Love a latte. Maybe stop at Matisse Beauty Supply. Stop by Beware Coffee. There's so many different spots that you can go to here in Tacoma. We love our local businesses.
We do love our local businesses. I want to say thank you to all three of you for being here today. And will you just stick around, because I want to do Pet of the Week, and I know you love our little Ms. Peacock.
We're here for Miss Peacock.
All right, so let's do Miss Peacock. Here we go. Introducing the lovely Ms. Peacock. Look at that face. Speaking of a face that you could paint. She is so relaxed. It's a mystery why Ms. Peacock hasn't found a loving family to call her own. Look at that 7-year-old precious face. She enjoys playtime with fellow canines of similar stature during her time at the shelter, and she makes an ideal pet. Look at that, for any loving family wanting to expand their pack. Miss Peacock has been waiting for a forever home since early September. So for more information about Ms. Peacock and all of her adorable friends at the Humane Society and Tacoma Pierce County, contact thehumanesociety.org, or actually stop by the shelter. Get in there and look at these animals and give them some nose scratches. 2608 Center Street. And they're open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And we want to lovingly say, Miss Peacock, we don't want to see you in our yard again. You need to go find yourself a forever home. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. How precious. All right, looks like, we've got somebody in the Cityline Cafe. Could this be a Das Beast that is coming up? We have much more to come at Cityline. Thank you so much to our studio tour and the Pet of the Week. You don't want to miss our final fabulous segment. We'll be right back.